This just in, you were looking at obviously a very disturbing live shot there.
Apparently, a plane has just crashed into the World Trade Center.
It does not appear that there's any kind of an effort up there yet. Now remember, oh my God.
Oh my God.
I lived in New York City during 9/11. I lived in Lower Manhattan. I lived in the financial district. I was on my way to work that morning on September 11, 2001. I remember NYPD officers storming our subway train, and NYPD told all of us, you have to get off the train immediately, everybody off, and we were walking in the darkness of the subway tunnel. And they led us out into an escape route. And when we got up to the top of the street, I remember turning around and seeing one of the Twin Towers on fire. I was staring down at the World Trade Center towers, and that is when the first tower collapsed. All the smoke and debris was coming right at us. Why, after all these years, it was still so painful for me to talk openly about what happened on that day and the things I saw, the things I witnessed in the days after. The reason why I chose New York City as the marathon to be my first marathon was to help me heal from 9/11.
I'm out here on my final 2 training runs before the New York City Marathon.
When they first asked me to run in the marathon, I doubted myself. I doubted that I could do the training at first. I doubted that I could actually run 26 miles. But at the same time, I said, this isn't about you right now. This is about something bigger than you.
Today, I'm running 8 miles. Saturday will be 10 miles. And then it's off to New York City to run and race for the Pat Tillman Foundation.
There were times where I almost mentally broke. There were times where I thought, you've run 12 miles already, that's good enough, call it a day, take the shortcut home. It was during those moments I thought of Pat Tillman. It was during those moments that I spoke out loud, that I said, Pat, give me strength. Pat, get me to this finish line. Pat, get me to the end of this training run. I have to do this. And the moments I wanted to break, I remembered Pat. I was already feeling tired. And there was even a moment, I think it was like mile 15, of course, feeling fatigued by that point. And I remember seeing a guy with this blue t-shirt on, this Pat Tillman race t-shirt in front of me. I remember running, eventually catching up to him, and as I was passing him, he briefly gave me a hug and he said, go, keep fighting, go, get the best time you can. And it's just like, it's such incredible support.
I literally just crossed the finish line moments ago. Got the medal right here. One of the most amazing accomplishments of my entire life. One of the hardest things I've ever done before.
I will say running that marathon and crossing that finish line is the biggest accomplishment of my life. The biggest accomplishment of my life. I run for Pat Tillman. I run for our military families. I run for the people who have sacrificed so much for this country, a hell of a lot more than I have ever sacrificed for this country.